Hello and welcome to the Relationship Theory. Here we take difficult emotions and we talk them out like they are a regular conversation. And today we have an interesting thing to talk about. This one's going to be for the empaths out there. If you have heard about the dark triad, I believe that's what, narcissism, manipulation, or something like that, Machiavellianism. If you've heard about the dark triad, there is a dark side to empaths, but I'm going to simplify it for you today. Let's jump right in. So yes, on this episode of the Relationship Theory, this is 99. Gosh, we're so close. I want to take a moment, a very particular moment at this point in time to talk about something that we don't cover. There's no way we cover this. There's a lot of people, and you're probably going to hate me for this. It's okay. I still love you. But there's a lot of people that hang on to that duality of empath versus narcissist, that duality that you lean on to be the Puritan or the Holy One in relationships. This leads you down a dark path. And what I'm going to call this dark path is the vanity of empathy. So I'm going to try to be as professional. I'm going to try to be as professional as I can about this. I mean, it only just hit me today that there is a vanity about empathy. There's a vanity about feeling everything, about being able to feel everything. There's a certain ego behind knowing that you know something. It's something that we need to talk about. Teal Swan calls this out in the spiritual community very, very often in her own special way. But of course, I'm going to tackle it here and talk about how vain it is for some people to think that because they feel what they feel, they are above everyone else. See, I'm going to share a particular degree of empathy that I'm talking about here when it comes to vanity. And I'm going to try my best, but I believe that there are three that I know so far. It's like a positive, a negative, and a neutral identity when it comes to the vanity of empathy. And there's this. I can only act this out, but it goes, I feel everything. Right? That's the first nature. You'll have people who walk around this planet, maybe they have their 9 to 5 and they're dreading it to utter hell, but they're like, I feel everything, right? And so they're paralyzed effectively. What do they call this? Analysis paralysis. I think that's the very first kind of I feel everything kind of empathetic person that you'll have out there. And it's still vanity because it's the character that the person has to carry around when they are aware of the fact that they feel everything. They just feel everything. Like they almost become heavenly, godly about the fact. Like they feel everything. Do you feel it? Like they haven't aligned themselves with the part of their humanity that recognizes that there may or may not be people who feel what they feel. And so they don't know how to articulate it other than just being fascinated by their own imagination. And imagination's a great thing, but it's being so into it that you are out of it. That's the very first. The second one, they still take the same kind of pride in being able to feel everything. They still take the same kind of pride and empathy where they go, I feel everything. Like there's just nothing out of the ordinary to them. They feel everything. Of course they feel everything. And there's no surprises anymore. Even before you stepped in the door, I felt something and I knew that it just had to be something. And then it was, I didn't know it was you, but I felt something that felt like it was coming. And since you're coming, I guess that's what the feeling was, right? I'm not surprised. I feel everything anyways. That's the second nature that I'm talking about when it comes to empathy, the vanity. Gosh, the vanity when it comes to feeling everything. Like you're just so bored with life that you feel everything and whatever. I feel everything. And then And then you have the I feel everything. The I feel everything, where they don't know what to do about it. They want to be able to relate, or they take it on as a characteristic where they feel everything and they cannot help but talk about the fact that they feel everything all of the time, and there's literally nothing else that they can talk about because they feel everything. And so they feel everything because they feel everything. It's the vanity of empathy. This is what I'm trying to cover here with you right now. Can you feel it? Can you feel what I'm trying to share and offer with you right now? Do you feel the pretentiousness of the character of someone who knows that they feel everything, but they forego their humanity to do it? Am I alone in this? I know I'm not alone because I'm making a vlog about it. There's got to be someone out there who comes around the dark triad of empathy, and they come along and hit this video where I'm talking about the vanity of empathy. Yes, the vanity of empathy is absolutely real, people. There's got to be a moment where you catch up with yourself and realize that everything that you feel is not meant for you. Everything that you feel is not meant for you. And even if it is, there's a time and a place to feel everything. Word to Professor Oak from Pokemon. There's a time and a place for everything, but not now. When you come to healing and you find yourself and you start to realize that there are certain things that other people don't notice that you do, the last thing you want to do is to wear an ego about everything that you feel and become detached with humanity, when the very first thing that led you to finding the empathy that you have right now was your desire to be attached to someone. Now, I understand that we start to go into the law of attraction and detachment and things like that, but it's up to you to draw the line between who you are and what you want. That is supposed to be your job. It's not supposed to be you carrying yourself into the throngs of empathy so far that because you think that no one else feels what you feel, that you completely lose touch with your humanity. That's the very last thing that you want at the end of the day. You don't want to become an empathetic person that feels nothing, because that's where you're going. And that's what this video is for. This is the vanity of empathy, the dark side of an empath. I don't expect this to be the very last and only video vlog I ever do on this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be experiencing many more characters like this as I live my life. So hang on tight. But that will be this video for today. The vanity of empathy, everyone. Thank you for coming by the Relationship Theory. Enjoy your night.